People just assume I have money and I'm stupid. The thing is, they look at me thinking I'm just like a bank and something, but I'm not stupid.
Netflix as a streaming service knows that to truly go and get all the viewers they can, they need to go and make all sorts of unique shows that go and touch on all the genres that people like, which includes reality shows such as Bling Empire. If you don't know, this is a show about a man named Kevin Kreider who goes and moves to Los Angeles and finds out about the very rich lifestyles of new people he meets via friends. It may seem like they're putting on a show with their wealth, but they are very rich. So allow us to show you how the cast of Bling Empire are richer than you think. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 9. Kevin Kreider. Model Kevin Kreider is the everyman of Bling Empire. Unlike his rich friends and the clique that he gets, he says he pays just $1,000 in rent for his room in a shared house. He's meant to ground the show after being introduced into the wealthy group, which makes sense as he's our viewing lens to this world, if you will. Having said all this, he's still a millionaire and richer than some of his co-stars. He was the focus in the 2019 documentary, The Ugly Model, and is the CEO of his own company in Los Angeles, Taijin Entertainment LLC. He also works as a coach, giving people advice on nutrition and fitness.
And to be more of an alkalinic state, there is foods you must avoid.
Maybe he just doesn't act like he's rich, like the others. He's worth about $10 million, which if you recall his life story about being adopted, it's likely something he never expected to say. And yet, that's how it went down for him. Which is fine. He worked hard and is still working hard to go and make his way in Los Angeles. So, if that's the base guy and his wealth, what about all of his friends that he makes in the show? Number 8. Kane Lim. Kane Lim is the 30-year-old Singaporean son of a real estate, shipping, and oil billionaire. And in fact, in the show itself, he's referred to as a billionaire, which isn't actually the case. He's a millionaire in his own right, though. There's no denying that. His father gave him a small loan when he was 17, which is something we all wish we had, right? He invested it wisely and was able to repay his father. Kane made his first million before the age of 20, which is all kinds of impressive. He then started to build his online presence and developed a dedicated fan base that includes fashion queen Rihanna as a follower. You know you made it if Rihanna loves you and what you do. Kane is pretty private when it comes to the specifics about his family's wealth, rumored to be in the billions, but he doesn't shy away from flexing on the gram. As a fashion major, he loves designer goods, and his shoe collection alone is reportedly worth over $350,000.
You are in front of all of your shoes right now. First of all, how many pairs of shoes do you have?
I haven't counted lately, but definitely a few hundred.
So we can only imagine what his total net worth is, but it's stated to be around $20 million. Not bad for someone who started out with a loan from daddy, right? Number 7. Shay. This one is, well, special might be the best way to put it. With a reported net worth of $600 million, Queen Shay is by far the richest cast member on Bling Empire, by a large margin. She is an heiress. Anna's father, Edward Shay, is in fact the late billionaire founder of Pacific Architects and Engineers, a defense contracting firm. On the show, it says she is super wealthy and that her money comes from weapons. Her father sells bombs, guns, defense technology, and is worth a few billion, adds Kane. According to Oprah Mag, Anna is so rich she didn't know what to do with the money she got from Netflix for being in the Bling Empire series. Think about that. She was so rich that when she got more money from the show, she was unsure of what to do. Wow.
Anna's nice to people, but if you cross her line, she's gonna cut you, bitch. She's gonna cut you.
Number 6. Christine and Dr. Gabriel Chiu. How about a couple for the next entry? Christine and Dr. Gabriel have created a pretty impressive net worth of $80 million, far exceeding the wealth of certain others on the list. He is literally the direct descent of the Song dynasty, an imperial dynasty of China that began in 960 and lasted until 1279. If they were still in existence, Gabriel's father would be an emperor, and he would be next in line. While that obviously isn't the case, that's still a pretty cool fact. Don't be so quick to think that the couple inherited everything. They've made their own money as well as the family money. Gabriel Chiu bought and runs Beverly Hills Plastic Surgery, a clinic in Los Angeles. The doctor is a renowned celebrity plastic surgeon and specializes in reconstructive surgery. Christine is a Taiwanese heiress and is said to help out running the business. Christine is also a noted philanthropist, and together with the Prince of Wales, she spearheaded the opening of the Prince's Foundation, Chiu Integrated Health Program in Scotland.
Dr. Chiu and I sponsored an orphan in China for every guest in attendance.
They clearly make things work, and that's how their money rolls in. Number 5. Kim Lee. California native Kim Lee was born in Garden Grove to a French father and Vietnamese mother. Kim always wanted to work in entertainment, and her career started off with a successful stint as a model, during which time she graced the covers of international magazines and was named FHM's Sexiest Woman in the World, an impressive title that many women would very much want. She's also done a bit of acting and has appeared in movies like The Hangover 2. Most recently, however, she's built her name as a DJ, opening for Steve Aoki and doing a Las Vegas residency. As far as estimates on her net worth go, one site says she's worth 1 to 5 to 10 million, while another says her worth is upward of 300 million. So, like a lot of things on Bling Empire, you're just gonna have to accept that she has a lot of money and leave it at that. Number 4. Kelly Mi Lee. In Bling Empire, Kelly says she was married to a Chinese man in her 20s and had a very privileged life. The pair owned 7 cars and 4 horses, in case you're wondering. Until one day, he was arrested for running one of the biggest cyber scams in American history. Kelly admits she barely even knew the man she was sleeping next to, which says a lot if you really think about it, and not in the good way. Regardless of her questionable choices in men, after this incident, she became an entrepreneur, which helped her feel me again and take power back. She has produced TV shows and movies while in Los Angeles and is also a rising influencer with 100,000 Instagram followers. Her wealth is now all self-made, and it's said that she's worth about $5 million.
It's hard sometimes to open up your life and your problems. That's the most thing to everybody, to the world. I'm really happy we did it, and that I hope people will like it.
Number 3. Jamie Shi. Jamie is the daughter of cybersecurity entrepreneur Kin Shi and grew up in California's Silicon Valley, which is hailed as the tech capital of the world in some people's estimations because of all the business that has boomed there. She spent her childhood obsessed with horses and worked her way to becoming an equestrian champion. But when she grew up, her attention turned to luxury clothing.
I had 5 horses. My parents were about to purchase this huge barn, and thank goodness they didn't, because now fashion is number 1 for me.
Jamie started to document her fashion endeavors on Instagram and YouTube, building up a loyal following of fans. These days, she commands $40,000 to $60,000 per Instagram post and gives her father's estimated net worth of $3.9 billion. Jamie's net worth is likely up in the tens of millions of dollars, with some even going as high as 50 million. Not bad for a valley girl, right? Number 2. Guy Tang. Guy Tang is a celebrity hair colorist, YouTuber, and musician. Throughout his work as a hairstylist, he has worked with celebs such as Mariah Carey. According to Racked, Guy is known for his intricate rainbow highlights, which can take upwards of 12 hours to create and cost over $1,000. He also has 2.1 million followers on his Instagram page. Guy is one of Bling Empire's self-made millionaires and is reportedly worth over $2 million, which goes to show you the power of both the internet and having a bunch of celebrity clients.
To make your whole entire head silver. How do you feel? Are you scared?
Number 1. Cherry Chan and Jessie Lee. Cherry and Jessie are another couple in the Bling Empire cast, equally having built up impressive net worths together. In the show, Cherry is introduced as having previously been on her way to becoming a pop star in Japan, which, if you know the J-pop scene, you know that this is a very big deal and could have made her even richer. She is also heiress to a denim empire that her uncle runs. Jessie Lee owns a huge furniture company, which honestly feels a bit low-key when compared to the others on this list, but an empire is an empire. So together, they have some serious bucks. How many bucks? About 200 million, give or take. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Bling Empire and how the cast is very much richer than you would expect them to be? Can you believe the actual wealth of the people on the show? Does this change how you view them as a whole? Are you going to rewatch the show so you can appreciate what you're seeing even more? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.